Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. My name's Elizabeth, and today we are going to go through my glass shelf and do my regular maintenance. So my plant shelf has been a little bit neglected. If you're new to this channel, we're a no shame plant owner channel. Sometimes we just don't get to our plants, and that's okay. If you're not new to this channel, yes, they got neglected because of what's going on with my cat, with Simba. He's recovering well. Let me know in the comments down below if you want like a story time or something. But my plants were neglected a little bit. So I want to say it was either yesterday or the day before I finally got around and watered this shelf. I might need to water some of these guys again. Some of them are looking a little crusty. It's really dry here right now. And my little space humidifier in there stopped working, so I don't know. But we're going to do my regular shelf maintenance. We're not going to do like a detailed clean, though I will tell you what I do different in a detailed clean. This is just my, in a good week to week cleaning of my enclosed shelving unit. Now before we hop into the shelf cleaning, this video was sponsored by Ana Luisa Jewelry. All you newbies who aren't familiar, I have been working with Ana Luisa Jewelry for a long time. I absolutely love their jewelry. Super sustainable, well made, like as far as quality and materials. They do a lot of recycling of materials. Love this company. For you guys who have heard the spiel all before, today's kind of fun in like a little bit of a different way because everything I'm showcasing today is rings. And honestly, I've been wearing these rings for so long with rings that I've gotten from them previously that I don't really remember which ones are new to me and which ones are old to me. But their jewelry is super, super high quality. I love them. And so I'm gonna show off some of my rings today. And I'm going to send this message over to a different version of me simply because this space, this current lighting is not conducive to showing off my hands. All right, so today we have only rings to talk about, and I want to focus today's little Ana Luisa chat on showing you the rings because I'm very excited about them. So I've got 5 on my hands, 2 are not new. Again, they don't irritate my skin. I don't have sensitive skin though. So we're gonna go through all 5 of the rings, and I'm going to tell you what their name is and also tell you about the cool deal going on right now. And I've got my computer below the screen just so that I don't get anything wrong because my memory's not that great. Now the first one I'm going to show you, I know this one is not new, but I'm going to show it to you anyways because I've been wearing it and I really like it. So this is the Paisley. It's got a cute little gem on it. I love simple. I don't like clunky. I don't like weird textures. So I'm very sensory sensitive in that way. This is super comfortable to wear. I love this one. Next we have Celine. It's an eternity ring, which basically means that the design on it goes all the way around the ring. And so this one's super fun because it's really simple, super sleek, super comfy, but sparkly all the way around. So I really like this one. It's called the Celine. Next we have a gold dome ring. It's called the Jones. And so it goes really thin at the bottom and then it gets kind of thicker at the top, but it's so incredibly subtle and so simple that it suits me perfectly. I love it. Super comfy. And again, that's the Jones. Then we have the Stephanie, and I think the Stephanie is an older one, but I'm gonna show it to you anyways. It's just super thin, super sleek. There's nothing to it. It's literally so simple. I like to pair this one with another ring that is more complex, or just wear this on itself to have a little bit of something on my hands, but nothing that like, it's not a statement piece. Then Angelus, I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but this one is almost like a different version of the infinity one or eternity one. It is essentially a very basic thin band on the bottom, and then on the top there's little circles with little gems in them, and that is half of the ring has the gems. So I really like this one because honestly, if I were to lose one of my smaller ones, I could wear it upside down. But it also makes for some nice, simple detailing. The detail is so small that at a glance you might not even notice. But you know, if you're paying attention or the sparkle catches your eye, then it's just a super subtle bling. And again, I like super subtle. It's not clunky. I don't even notice it's different than the Stephanie. and I pair them together all the time. But those are my rings. I honestly like to wear all 5 of these at the same time in different like mixes and melds together. And again, they are having a buy one get one 40% off, and jewelry is such a perfect Valentine's Day gift. So now is the time, jump on that. And again, all of this information is going to be in the description box down below, including a link to go grab that great deal. Now let's clean the plant shelf. All right, so for anybody who's new to here, this is my enclosed shelf that I'm talking about. I will be turning the lights off probably so that you can see better. And I will also be including this little space in it. Raja dug in that plant last night, so perfect timing. But essentially an overview of what's going to happen is I'm going to go through and water anything that needs to be watered, clean up any dead leaves. I started and then thought about filming this for you guys. So that's my starting of the process. I left it in there. And then like anything that needs to be cleaned up will be, and I'm going to mist everything and pull out anything dead. And this is what I do on approximately a week-to-week basis. Now I do not normally turn the lights off when I clean. This is just for you guys. So first I'm going to take a look at everything. I don't love this guy in here. It's just happened, like I can't put him outside right now. It's freezing. So I'm going to pull off all the dead stuff. Normally I would keep a handful and then walk it over to the trash, but because I only have one hand, I'm just gonna drop it onto the floor and sweep it up after. You can see that this guy, because of all of the humidity, is getting a ton of aerial roots. This guy was a gift from my apartment complex. It isn't something that I would have normally picked out for myself, but that's okay. I water him probably a little bit too much. Hold on, I have to go check on Simba. Yeah, as I was saying, I probably water him too much. I don't usually have to pull so much off of him, but like I said, they got neglected a little bit. That's an ugly leaf. This guy had one of the brown leaves, I think, or maybe it was the guy behind. So I plucked that off. I'm gonna notice he's light, so he's gonna need water soon, but if I look at the color of the soil, it's dark, so he's still wet. This guy behind, this is the guy that had a dead leaf, so like something like this I might pull off. His new leaf is doing fine. This guy doesn't have any dead stuff, but I am going to take note of this, and in the spring I'll probably trim him back. And normally I might clean up if it was like super dirty down on the shelf, but pulling everything off the shelf and wiping down the shelf is something I'm going to do maybe monthly or less, depending. That's not something I'm gonna do in the weekly unless it's really, really bad. Also, we're gonna note that in my neglect, this guy died. He did not get enough water. I watered him and I'm trying to bring him back, but likely in my next weekly clean, he's gonna go in the trash and I'm gonna have to replace him. I'm really sad, but sorry dude, my cat took precedence. Now we go down a shelf. We're gonna do the same thing on every shelf, pretty much to a T. I'm also going to take note of things, so like this guy has this, and I'm going to try and keep my eye on it to make sure it's not fungal. And I might even treat the entire shelving unit today. But I'm gonna leave this, I think. I'm not gonna trim it off right now. Again, most of these guys, they feel kind of light, but their soil is dark. So my guess is that they're gonna need water soon, but they don't need it today. I do wanna showcase this guy. Look at this new growth. Maybe I can turn him so we can see the new one a little bit better. But like, he looks so good. But I don't see any more brown leaves. This one is very brown. I'm just gonna remove it. That's definitely my preference thing. Also, like, this is a crusty baby leaf. I'm just gonna remove it. Yeah, that's kind of the gist. It's a little bit dirtier at the bottom because some of these don't have rain collectors, but it's mostly doing just fine. Sorry if this video seems kind of chopped up. Every once in a while I do have to go make sure Simba doesn't jump on stuff. He's not allowed to jump, climb, or run yet. But he wants to. Okay, now we're gonna come down into this shelf. This is where I gathered a lot of the dead stuff already. We're gonna put that on the ground. Just take a look at everything. This guy could probably use a clean, but I'm not going to do that today. And this guy is kind of all messed up. It's kind of dark in here to focus right now, but we might want to do something about that. Hold on. Okay, I pulled off a bunch of stuff that was keeping him all tangled up. There's 2 leaves like that. And what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I super miss this guy. He hasn't had, you know, the greatest track record with growth, so we're definitely gonna miss the heck out of this guy. And actually, before I put him back, I might as well take a peek in the back. This guy lost, oops, sorry. This guy lost a leaf. This guy's got some brown crud we're gonna pull out. This little guy is brown. Basically just clean up. And ta-da! This shelf, sorry it's so dark, we've got a lot of dead on my alocasia because I did let him get significantly underwatered compared to what he prefers when the cat neglect happened. So I'm just going to trim off these dead leaves so they're not encouraging spider mites, because this guy has a history of spider mites. And it looks like we're down to 2 leaves per plant, which sucks because we were up. Like, all of these brown leaves were not brown. But, you know, it happens. And again, I'm going to take note of the brown tips on my peace lily because I'm worried about a fungal thing happening in here due to the high humidity that this case had before it dried out. Yeah, I need new trimmers. I'm gonna move that guy to the side because we've got this little container in here that definitely dried out way too much. I probably lost a couple of things due to that. Yeah, everything's crusty. Ooh, that's no good. That was probably an alocasia. It's not gonna focus, of course, but yeah, well, that's not anymore. But most things seem to be doing okay. Probably this thing isn't gonna make it. Whatever that was. So I hope that wasn't important. Yeah, we're gonna give this guy a good misting, and we're just gonna do that right now with my power mister. Okay, that should be good. There's a small layer of water at the bottom which will get soaked up as needed or evaporate. Dust that a little bit again. This is something that I'll tackle once a month, and we're not doing that today. I don't have the time, and Simba doesn't give me the space. In pulling that out, I noticed this yellow leaf. I'm just gonna pluck it off. I don't always. Sometimes I just leave those things, but today I'm feeling crazy. So that is that final bottom shelf. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mist everything, and then I'm going to come back through with a fungicide. Now, sometimes depending on what I'm spraying, this is just water, but if I have anything added to the sprayer, it'll make the glass all weird, and I don't like that, so I will clean off the glass. But this is just water, so it's not going to leave anything, it's just gonna dry up. So this is the fungicide I'm gonna use. I'll put it in the description. I'm new to this specific one. I haven't really needed or known that I've needed fungicides in the past, so I haven't used them. So I've got this guy, and this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to focus on the 2 plants that have the browning tips. That could be a different issue, but just in case it's not, we're going to just kind of do a light coating of this stuff. And this might make my glass weird, not sure. I'm just going to do a quick dust over of everything else just in case. And honestly, that was probably too much. That is that. I'm going to quickly wipe down like the shelves that collected a lot of water. I don't want that to cause an issue. So I'm just gonna take like a towel or a paper towel and dry it off. That's gonna be pretty much that for the misting. All right, everything is taken care of in there. Next we're going to tackle this. Basically I'm just gonna move the plants, dust up the soil that dropped out, and put it back in this pot where it came from. And then I'm going to deadhead these guys. All right, I know that was short and sweet. I don't like to complicate my plant regimen because if I complicate it, I'm not gonna do it. So if I keep it simple, I keep it quick and easy, bite-sized pieces, then it's gonna happen. It might not happen in the same order every week, and it might not happen every single week, but every time I walk past that shelf and I see a dead leaf, I go, oh, let me just do a quick shelf cleaning. And that is a quick thing that I do, so it can be done when I walk past it and see a dead leaf and go, oh, I should do a quick cleaning. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more houseplanty content. I'm not going to be back to regular videos. I'm going to film as I am able, so you'll get videos when I am able to film and edit a video. So just keep your eye on my social medias. Definitely ring that bell to be notified when I post new content. And don't forget to go to the description down below and buy some Ana Luisa. They have a phenomenal Valentine's Day deal going on right now. So check out all those details down in the description down below. And I will see you next time.